Okay, numerology and astrology for March 30th, 2020. If you add all of that up, you get a 10. The number 10 is about new beginnings. It's about stepping into your power. It's about figuring out how to be radiant, bold, strong, dynamic, courageous, and gutsy, to be willing to take a few risks and to jump in where angels fear to tread. So I had to laugh because yesterday I put together some pots with cilantro and arugula seeds, and I put fish bone meal in the pots to make them filled with vitality and all the good fertilizer and energy that they need. And of course, my lovely neighbor, the skunk, decided to paw through them all last night, break a pot, eat the fish bone meal, and then steal the open bag of fish bone meal, which it's gone. I've looked all over the property. I can't find the bag. And I wake up to my porch being a muddy mess. It has been raining for days, and now I must begin again. Perfect for the 10-1 new beginning number. So there you go. The number one is in full expression in my life, and life will always give you one more thing to do. Living in nature, and I really live in nature because I'm in the middle of the redwood forest. You'll always have to have one more thing to do. In reality, everything here is fighting to survive, and the skunk felt complete because he or she got a great meal of seeds and fish bone meal. How stinky and yummy that must have been to a skunk that is living 10 miles from the ocean. It was funny. I just had to laugh. It was pretty funny. So this is how it goes in life. So clearly it was not my job necessarily to just plant the pots, but it was clearly my job to feed the skunk. At least according to Mother Nature, it was my job to feed the skunk. All right, so the astrology for today is fairly simple. On Monday, Mars moves into idealistic Aquarius until mid-May, and this is going to support everyone in stepping out of their normal routine and inventing something new and creating new technologies. So all things that are deeply needed at this particular time. So success depends on your own individual determination and work ethic. Your focus or lack of focus will define your success or failure today. Look for that new idea, the extraordinary thought that drastically changes your perspective and thinking. Then let that lead you forward. Right now, what you do, please do with full faith and belief in yourself to complete it. While some actions are difficult, others are easy because they are forward thinking and inclusive to the greater good of many. Be a crusader of a greater purpose for mankind and the amazing life on this planet. Keep your energy as level as possible. I know that's incredibly hard with this astrology. Know that delays are going to show up and are necessary for some unknown reason at this time. So use the pause to rethink your plan and strategy. There might actually be a better way, or maybe you need somebody else to help you with it. So there's something else that you're missing, and so that's why you're going to be getting the delay. The moon squares Neptune, and it will help you notice the imbalances in your life. So sorry about the phone. So it'll help you notice the imbalances in your life and the lethargy and the self-deception. So just kind of know that things are going to make you nervous and anxious, and be aware of what's happening, and just notice the blocks that the mind is presenting to confuse and complicate things. So I saw on Facebook today somebody put up the Hopi prophecy thing, and I thought that was so fascinating that, I wanted to repeat it. So this is from the Hopi prophecy. When the earth is sick and the wild animals are disappearing, a tribe made up of people from all cultures will come to say with deeds and not with words that love is the source of healing and will help restore life on the planet. It's a beautiful prophecy. Okay, my blog for today. There will come a time when humanity as we know it is no more. What becomes of us will depend on our ability to adapt, learn, and change. In the larger cosmic order of things, suns become supernovas and explode. Planets collide with other planets, and space debris, such as comets, and disasters, such as volcanoes and plagues, threaten life that exists in a moment of time. There is always a clock ticking, and within linear time, that clock ticks away at this life. So it is that we have to learn how to have compassion in the face of duality and those that are different. At some point, everything that we define as us will alter irrevocably. We will pass through a doorway and evolve into, hopefully, our greatest human potential. I believe many have already done so, and there are many still to go on this journey, and that clock is ticking. Delaying is never a good option because it is just a sign of resistance to change, and the more you resist, the more you will suffer in some way. It hurts to resist. I personally prefer to move when the universe slaps my hand rather than waits until she hits me with a cosmic 2x4. We are being asked to bring all of our consciousness to this place, moment, and time while we are here, and that is no small feat. Choosing to embody the totality of your being in this density is frightening. It is amazing that this body can hold as much of that powerful light as it does even now. But this body is an envelope that has the capacity to stretch and expand like a balloon. I believe that as we dropped into this density, we stuck the more delicate parts of ourself on the outside of our aura. And as we developed boundaries, learned how to protect ourselves in this place, and learned to expand the love inside, we become safer to ourselves. And then we naturally begin to embody those more subtle and energetically sensitive parts within our body. The more you embody your authentic self, the less you are influenced by the distortions and illusions of others. Everything in my core tells me that at this moment there is a massive global awakening, the likes of which have never happened in this world ever. Never in history has everyone on the planet been asked to self-isolate for months at a time. It is an astonishing act of compassion for this world and nature and those that are at risk. We are literally changing the ecosystem. We are getting rid of pollution. We are allowing dolphins to come into clean water. I mean, because of us, there is the potential that we can really back out of some of the crazy stuff we've been doing. So I want you to stay in, not for yourself, as much as for you to stay in to protect others, as you do not know if you are a potential carrier for this horrible epidemic. Feel into that compassion that is growing within. Feel into that place where you make choices not just for yourself and your family, but for others too. That is a beautiful gift that you are giving the world, and thank you for that gift. And thank you for listening to these blogs. I hope they help in this crazy isolation exercise that we are doing. You guys take care. Bye.